Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all of my new subscribers for subscribing. I want to thank everyone who's returning. Thank you so much for supporting me and continuing to watch my videos. I also want to say I'm sorry it's been a while since I've posted. I've been getting a lot of gigs lately, amen, but I don't want to neglect y'all. I want to be able to find a balance and learn how to do everything I need to do and everything I'm called to do. Just trying to figure out that balance, y'all. Also, please, excuse this disrespectful pimple on my face right now. If you know me, if you don't know me, then let me tell you, I hate wearing makeup. So today I want to talk about courage and basically how to gain courage and what you're missing by not having courage and the important role that courage plays in our life. So for me personally, I didn't realize I was lacking courage. I just thought that it was only confidence and everything. But once I started to, I guess like myself better, when I started to look better and feel better about myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not like insecure. So what is it exactly that I'm going through right now? And when I say going through, there's just a lot of things in my life that God has tried to bless me with, and I've missed out on those blessings because I was lacking the courage needed to do those things because I allowed my fears to basically run me and allow myself to get in my own head and believe lies that were not true, basically that I made up in my head, and maybe based on my past or things that I struggled with as a child. And like I've said in plenty of videos, one of those things is public speaking and feeling qualified, I guess. A lot of times people have asked me to speak on certain things and I feel like I don't have enough experience, or I feel like I'm not qualified to say those things because who am I? You know what I mean? And so even though I felt that disqualification, that wasn't the biggest reason. Those were excuses that I would make for myself. When I looked deep within, I started to realize that it was my lack of courage. And for those of you who don't know what courage means, it just basically means strength in the face of fear or some type of obstacle or something that you are uncomfortable with doing. And so I still, to this day, I'm working on it. I've done a little better this year because I've made it a priority to like do something at least once a month that I'm uncomfortable with, but that is going to advance me in life and in my career. So one of those things is like networking. Sometimes I just don't like small talk, or I don't know how to produce small talk. So I've been going out more and, talking to people and, trying to network, even though it's uncomfortable for me. And I'm finding that the more that I do it, which is a tip for building courage, the more that you do the thing that you're fearful of, the more that you're going to build that courage that you need. You're never going to build it if you just pray about it every single day, but you don't do your part and take the necessary actions to get the courage that you need. It's kind of like praying to God that you lose weight, but you don't get up and work out, or you don't eat healthy or anything. You can't ask for something and not expect for you to put in the work as well. So now I've just kind of gotten to the point where I'm fed up with myself, if that makes sense. Like, I'm tired of being in the same place and expecting to be somewhere else. Basically insanity. I'm tired of being in my own way, to be quite frank. Like, I feel like I don't feel like, I know that I would have been further along in my career, further along in my life, further along in my finances if I decided and made courage a priority. I don't beat myself up as much as I used to, but I realize that it's a process. You can't, courage is not something that happens overnight. It's something that's built, especially if you were maybe torn down as a kid, or if it's something you struggle with and you didn't have like that reinforcement from somebody to kind of help you with your confidence and the courage that you needed, or pushed you. I always had somebody holding my hand. So my courage more so lied in other people, if that makes sense. So for example, the first contest I ever won, there was a lady by my side supporting me and rooting me on through the whole way, right? And even after that, after I won that I won, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And in my mind, if it wasn't for that person's support, I wouldn't have won. And though I did all the work, I wrote the song, I did everything I was supposed to do, I was qualified, but this person was there to support me. So I don't know, I just feel like because I've had support from other people for so long, it made me feel like I don't know how to do these things on my own without somebody giving me comfort, you know? And so I think what God is trying to tell me as I realize this is that I'm all you need. So I've kind of realized that where you order your validation or confidence or courage is where you choose to be fed from. So if I'm ordering my confidence, my validation, my courage from another person being there, I'll never get through life on my own because I'm always looking for someone to be there. But if I order my courage and confidence and validation from God and put my confidence in Him and knowing that He loves me and knowing that I am worthy, that I am enough and that He's enough, then if you have that mindset, which is what I'm developing right now, you kind of don't, well, not kind of, you don't need anybody else. And so I really had to dig deep. I can't afford therapy right now, so I kind of, try to find ways to, help myself in a therapeutic way, I guess. I journal, and as I journal and look at the things that I write about myself and what I'm realizing and what I'm discovering, I'm like, okay, here's the root to this. Here's how you can fix this. And here's how you can move forward with what you now know with your newfound knowledge. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because I know a lot of people struggle with courage, struggle with, trying to figure out basically what to do to make that leap of faith, what to do to feel like I can do this. I'm good enough. I'm ready. A lot of us feel like we're not ready, or oh, I'll wait till next year, or oh, I'm not ready to start my business, or oh, I'm not ready to do this. But who says you're not? Are you the only one saying that you're not? Have you ever said that you're not ready for something, but somebody's literally asking you to do it? That does not mean that you're not ready. That simply means that you are lacking courage. And I want to just encourage you today to stop being so hard on yourself and get out of your own way, because life is too short. And I don't know about you, but I want to fulfill and do the things that God has called me to do while I'm here. I'm not perfect and I don't know it all, but I know that I've been holding myself back, and I know that I feel like God would be offended in some type of way if I continue to make Him feel like the strength that He gives me is not enough. The strength that He gives me is not enough. Like, that's not true. So if in 1 Corinthians it says, by the grace of God, I am what I am, then why do you continue, or why do I continue to allow lies to be the truth? Why do I believe in those lies? Or why do I allow other people, in the fear of getting in front of people and being judged, take me away from my purpose or my calling? That's not fair. And then that, to me personally, I'm not judging you, but in my mind and in my heart, I am now feeling like that by me doing that, it's disservicing God. It's making God feel like I don't trust Him and I don't have faith in Him. And I don't want that to be the case. Of course, we all struggle with our faith. We all struggle with our walk with God. That's just, it's a never ending process. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just grow every single day. And one verse that I like to look at, Joshua 1, verse 9, that really encourages me in those times of feeling like I'm lacking courage or feeling like, oh, I'm afraid to do this. It says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So even though He wasn't talking to me specifically, He was talking to Joshua. And if He's talking to Joshua in that way, and He loves me just the same as He would Joshua, then that's a command to me. I take that personally, to not be discouraged and to take that as a command. And so if I start to look at it as a command, it will encourage me and kind of push me to try to honor that command with my life and with what I do, and to really, think and process like, okay, in this moment, I'm being asked to do this. Am I not doing it because I'm not qualified, or am I not doing it because I'm lacking courage? If my decision not to do what's being asked of me right now, and I have the qualifications to do it, or I have the ability to learn what the qualification is, then I need to get the courage, build up the courage that's needed to get the job done. And we should not have a spirit of fear. And the opposite of being courageous basically is having fear, being fearful. So if I'm being fearful, then I'm not trusting God. And I don't want that to be me. So moving forward, I just encourage you to do your best to, fight against those fears and meet them head on and do what it is that you are called to do. Try your very best. Pray through it. If you're scared to get on that stage, and I'm talking to myself, I'm going to watch this video for myself when it's time for me to get on stage, because I know God has a huge calling on my life, and I've been running from it for so long, but I know it's getting closer and closer, and I'm getting more and more fed up, and I'm every day feeling that void. Like, why do I feel empty? Why do I feel like I'm not living in purpose? And he's showing me, and I'm speaking it right now in this video as to why I feel this way, which is the lack of courage. And when I decide, and when I, fight against that fear and get the courage that I need, I'm going to be where I need to be, and God's going to bless me and my efforts because I obeyed him. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to watch this video for myself in those times that I am lacking courage, and tell myself that I can do it. You are worthy. You are confident. You have the ability to learn whatever it is that you need to know to get the job done. These people who are judging you are not your judge. They may be a judge in the physical realm, but you know who your God is. They are not your God, so you do not fear them. You do not bow down to them. You do not seek their validation. You seek your validation, your confidence, and your courage from God. If it's for you, God will make it clear. He'll make it evident, and he'll give you the tools and the things essential that you need to do what it is that he's calling you to do. You just keep praying. You just keep your faith. You just keep your confidence, and you walk in that confidence, and you stand tall in that confidence. You smile with that confidence. Be a Proverbs 31 woman, and know that God is with you no matter what. No matter what, he's with you. And if it's for you, he's going to make it happen. Not those people. They're not your gods. They are simply vessels. That's just what it is at the end of the day. And I have to see it that way, so that when I go to an audition, finally, when I go and have the courage, that I'm not nervous or jittery or anything like that, to know that God's in control, not them. Not them. God has the last say so, and if it's for me, it's for me. So I might as well try it than not. I don't want to live with any regrets. I don't want to look back on my life saying, dang, I wish I would have had the courage to do this, or dang, I wish I would have did this. I'm done. It's over with. I'm tired of doing this to myself. I cannot do it any longer, and I don't want you to do it any longer, because I don't know how much time we have on this earth, and I don't know who's missing out on growing in their life, or who's missing out on something that I may have to say to them that's going to help them get to the next level in their life, or something that I do in my life that's going to inspire them to do something better or grander with their life. I can't. That's selfish. I can't hold somebody back because of my lack of courage. I'm going to train myself to see it that way, and make myself think like, it's not just about you. It's about those who you might influence. It's about those who you may encourage to do something better or greater, who may change the world based off of something you said or did. So I want to be that. I do. And if I want God to use me, I have to be obedient and do the things necessary, and just have the courage to do it, and to just trust God in the process. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this video was encouraging to you. If you did like the video, please hit that thumbs up down below. And if you're not a part of the Loyal Maverick family, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I don't know what you're waiting on. And if you would like to give me some tips on, being courageous, I would love to hear them below. I want to help y'all, but I don't mind if y'all help me too. So any wisdom that you guys have, please feel free to give it to me down below in the comment section. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, put them below. All right, y'all. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.